You may not have ever seen this picture that you're looking at right now, but what you're seeing before your very eyes are the fleeting seconds left on planet Earth this man actually has. This is a very famous picture. It's been dubbed the Falling Man. It was taken on September 11th, 2001, and this man just jumped out of the 103rd story window of the World Trade Center. It's been dubbed the Falling Man because, as you can see through these pictures, it's almost like he, in a sense, did a swan dive out of the window. His body is perfectly straight. Almost looks like he's just accepted his fate and he's chilling. And he's just doing an Olympic high dive to his ultimate doom. But if you look at video of him falling, of course, when you're falling from that great a height, you're not going to fall down in a perfectly straight line. So his body was tumbling, over and over and over through the air before he hit the ground. But just in that one photo, it's almost like he went out with some kind of a grace, if you will, even though it's a horrible word to use on such a tragic event that happened. Over 200 people jumped to their deaths during that attack. They had a few choices before they were going to die. They were either going to choke on the smoke, burn to death, or their last and only option, which is to throw themselves out of the window, and that's it. People often asked or wondered who the identity of the falling man is or was, and there's been a little bit of debate. A few families have came forward saying, oh, that could possibly be my husband, that could possibly be my son, my uncle, my nephew. But the most credible identification comes from a family who claimed that falling man, in a sense, one of the most famous victims of that whole tragedy, goes by the name of Jonathan Eric Briley. So Jonathan Briley, he was a 43-year-old audio technician for Windows on the World. So he was working up there on that morning when the planes crashed into the building, and he jumped out of that window right around 9:15. If you can see his picture, he's wearing some kind of a gold-colored jacket, and he's wearing black pants and what looks like to be black athletic shoes. Now, in one of the photos, you can see his undershirt under that golden-colored suit jacket is an orange shirt, and Mr. Briley's family, they say that, yeah, he wore an orange shirt just like that color. Unconsequentially, one of Mr. Briley's brothers was a former group member of the Village People. So possibly a identification of this guy. But I want to wrap this video up by saying this. A lot of you guys weren't alive when this attack happened, when this attack on our soil happened. But let me tell you this. I don't know if the word is called bravery, to take matters into your own hands and jump versus face the billowing smoke and fiery flames to your left, but that is a position that none of us ever want to be in, and that is why I support strong borders, and that is why I support Donald Trump as president of the United States. A lot of you guys were babies, little kids. You don't really remember what happened, and you don't have a grasp of what happened, and you can't really feel the gravity of the whole situation at the time. Everybody knows exactly where they were when it happened. I was in Las Vegas, and I was walking down Eastern Avenue on my way to McDonald's, Eastern and Charleston, when that happened. And that is a day that I will never, ever forget. Almost 30,000 people lost their lives in that attack. So before you guys start hooing and hawing about president this, president that, our president's building a strong border to help protect us from similar attacks like that in the near future. Just my personal opinion, guys. Anyways, this is Black Bigot.